welcome to another Swatch Sundays. Today we're going to be covering the grit stitch. Again, I am using Old Faithful. I'm using a light raspberry red heart yarn, and we're also still using our 5.5 millimeter hook. All right, to get started, we're going to go ahead and chain up 20 plus 1. So the multiples for the chain for the grit stitch is 2 plus 1. So we're just going to do 20 plus 1. You guys should be pretty good at chaining, so I'm just going to go ahead and work that up on camera. I'll meet you back closer to the end and show you how to do it. All right, we're at the end of our chain. So now what you want to do is you want to put your first single crochet in the third chain from the hook. All right, so you're going to go ahead and insert into the third chain and do your first single crochet. All right, so once your single crochet is in, you want to skip one chain, and into the next chain, you want to put 2 single crochet into that chain. All right, so now you want to skip a chain and do 1 single crochet. You want to skip another chain and do 2 single crochet. All right, skip another chain and do 1 single crochet. And by now you kind of got the pattern. Skip another chain and do 2. And so this grit stitch pattern, kind of like the last pattern we did, the sprig stitch, it's a comfortable pattern where once you finish that first row, it's going to be obvious what you're going to be doing next. It's a good pattern to practice on, to continue learning on, to get really comfortable holding your crochet needle. Because of course, by now you guys know everyone isn't going to hold it exactly like I do. You're going to kind of feel your way into how you want to hold that crochet hook and hold your work and feed your yarn. So now that we're at the end, you're going to skip one, and your very last stitch on your row should be 1 single crochet. And then to move to your second row, you want to chain 1. All right, once you chain 1, you flip the work. You're going to put a single crochet right into the very first stitch from the first row. And then you're going to start that pattern all over again. You're going to skip 1. Once you skip that one, you're going to put 2 single crochet in the very next chain. All right, you're going to skip another one, put in 1 single crochet. All right, and I'm going to continue working that second row, but again, just continue to follow that pattern. We get to the end here, we're going to continue working that pattern. So we're at the point where we're going to put in 2 single crochet right before we skip one and finish that row off. So remember to pick up 2 at the end of the row to make your edges as straight as possible. Put in your single crochet. And then you're going to chain 1 and turn. So with this pattern, remember, once you chain 1 and turn, you're still going to go into the very first one to start off your single crochet. As long as you do that each time you turn the work, you should have even sides on both sides of the work. And that's the grit stitch. So easy peasy, not too much to worry about, just straight single crochet and chains, kind of like the sprig stitch. So what you'll notice is while you're working on the grit stitch, you are going to have sort of a wacky pattern going on where it's going to look like the yarn is dented a little bit or it's not stretching properly. As you continue to work that stitch upward, you'll be able to see where it's going to straighten itself out and turn into basically the example that I have worked up for you guys. All right, so next week we're going to be working on the chevron pattern in single crochet, which is one of my favorites. This is just a piece that I worked up to show you guys kind of what it's going to look like. We're also going to work on changing colors. Thank you so much for watching. Diesel. Had to make some shake.